Hello, learners. Welcome to 385, week 2. So get some feedback from your surveys. What you've shared that works well in online learning is you like the flexibility of online learning, you like when your professors give you clear expectations, and you like when the content is organized week by week. So I will be attempting to do all of those things. Some concerns that you shared from prior semesters of online learning are not having clear directions. So I'll do my best to have video and printed directions, not having access to your professor, having to wait a long time to hear back from your professor. If you don't hear back from me quickly, please contact me again. And then group work. So I'm going to address those today. So between Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., the easiest way to get in touch with me is Slack. If you usually will have an answer within a couple hours. If you don't hear back from me within 24 hours, like I said, please reply to me again. The reason I push Slack is just because it's on my phone. I get the notifications. So sometimes that's faster than email, which I'm only checking a couple times a day. All right, so everyone is assigned to a group for weekly discussions. Again, people are worried about their grade being impacted by your group. Your group is there for collaboration, but it does not impact your grade if somebody else doesn't show up. If for some reason your group isn't working out for you, please let me know and we will change it. They are located on the left-hand side of Blackboard. I'm going to show you in a second. And again, if the time doesn't work out for you or you're just not meshing with your group mates, just let me know. So this is where you should see it. It should be under the Slack homepage. All right, so the focus of week 2 is social studies standards. There are 3 assignments this week. One is a reading, and then one is a standards. Actually, I guess 2 assignments because one's reading and discussion. They're technically the same assignment. All right. So the Evaluate Content Standards is a Google Doc that you're going to be working in. The purpose of this is to help you understand the social studies standards. Those are our expectations as teachers of what we should be teaching, and then to compare and contrast the 1990 standards with the current social studies framework, which we are using both of in social studies. So let's take a look at Blackboard. Okay, so here we are in our Blackboard course. Here we are in our Blackboard course under week 2. And this is the assignment. With this assignment is also a video where I explain the content standards. If you still don't understand the assignment after watching this video and reading the directions, I will also be having 2 optional Zooms this week just to help people with this assignment. So let me show you the assignment. Okay, so this is the assignment. And I think the reason why this is sometimes hard for students is because they may not have a lot of experience with standards at all. And so this is the first time they're getting into it. So the first step is just to find a short lesson, history lesson, online. You don't have to make this up for this one, okay? Don't pay for it. Teachers pay teachers, but just find some history lesson in some grade level that interests you. Write some bullets about the introduction, what the lesson would be about, and what your extension activity would be. That could be an assessment, it could be a project. It's what you do after you've learned. So you introduce the concept, you learn the concept, and then you have to do something with that. Either it's an assessment or an activity, you do something with that learning. The reason you need this is to be able to look at the standards that relate to this, okay? But this should be very, very brief. And again, don't pay for it and teachers pay teachers. There's plenty of free history lessons out there. Then you're going to look up the California content standards. These are the 1990s standards. And you're going to put the standards that match the grade level for your lesson. You're also going to look up the Common Core ELA standards. You can get those very easily by Googling California Common Core, ELA, third grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, whatever grade you're using. Okay. Okay. Then you're going to evaluate 3 standards and compare them with the California framework. And I explain in the video the difference between these two. So watch the framework, the video that I have. This is an example here of what you're evaluating. So to evaluate means to discuss and think of the positives and negatives of something, right? And you're going to do the exact same thing I've done 3 times here. If after reading these directions, after looking at the example, after watching the video, you are just like, I don't know what's going on here, that's when you can come to the 2 Zooms. So I've added those to be a benefit. So the times of those Zooms are on Blackboard with the links, but they're Tuesday at 7 and Thursday at 4. So I tried to pick a later and an earlier one. I can't do mornings because I'm working in the mornings. I have class. All right. The second assignment is to read from the book and then have a discussion with your group. So these are the pages. Again, as I mentioned last week, only read the pages that I assigned to you. So there's 3 pages here, 5 pages here, and then chapter 4 is a lot longer. So here's the idea. You read, maybe take some notes, you highlight, whatever you want to do, Post-its, and then you're going to meet with your group on Slack. So you're going to either log in on the website, or what I like to do is on my phone, and you're going to meet with your group for about 30 minutes, and you're going to have a conversation, okay? I'm going to give you some questions, and then you're going to discuss the questions with your group mates. It shouldn't be I post and then I leave and I don't say anything ever again on that group. This is the rubric that I'll use. 1, I'm looking for, did you demonstrate an understanding of the reading? So was it clear from your discussion on Slack that you actually did read the text? And then 2, did you participate in the group, or were you more just, you said one thing and maybe a second thing, but you weren't discussing? A lot of students build really good foundations of friendship through these groups and are sad when the 8 weeks are over and they're not going to be meeting with these groups anymore. So give it a try. I know it's different than a lot of other classes and it seems super awkward the first time, but it's the closest I can get to an in-class discussion. Here's the assignment on Blackboard. So you can see that's also on Blackboard. These are the chapters, and then these are the questions that you're going to discuss with your group, okay? So these questions here, those are just like the starting point. If your group goes into different places, that's okay. This should be via chat on Slack. You shouldn't jump onto a Meet or a Zoom or some other place. It should not be video. And it's anytime between Thursday and Sunday, but it's kind of based on the times that you told me. All right, so I'm going to start grading assignments for week 1, and I just want to give you some details. If you get a 0, it's because I didn't see your work. I would never give a student a 0 for work completed. So if you get a 0, that's just a, hey, heads up, I didn't see this. Send me an email. Be like, oh yeah, I turned it in here. I will go check for it, and then I'll update the grade. I'm not a robot. I'm a human, and humans make mistakes. So it's going to happen. There's someone in the class that a grade is going to be a mistake. It's not a big deal. No one panic. Just email me. In the online policies, I have a policy about a catastrophe. Basically, that means your laptop breaks, your Wi-Fi goes out, your power is out. Something happens, and you can't use technology, which is like crazy when you're in an online class. I will give you just like a clean slate extension on when that happens. If you've got a family issue or you've got questions in the assignment, I may give you an extension. People sometimes email me from the hospital. Oh my God, I'm at the hospital. Please don't. If a family member of yours is at the hospital, that is the #1 priority. Email me when you can. If you have a question on the assignment, sometimes I'll be like, I could see you didn't understand this. Here's an explanation. I'm going to give you 3 extra days because we didn't connect in time for you to be able to update the assignment. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to meeting some of you in the Zoom, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, take care.